Just another day at the office for Pittsburghers as the snow continues to fall on Acrisure Stadium. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Boy, do we have some football weather for this one in Pittsburgh. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Rasheen Ali on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too. In the pocket, and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
And he's going to get up to speed through that snow to break off a gain of 5. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive-starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So now here's 3rd and 5. Lamar now from the gun. Lofts it deep right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And he locates the ball amid the flurries of snow to make the fair catch. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Steelers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 45.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Tight end motioning right. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Ward. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Warren quick on the draw. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Gain of 9 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
On first, it's Warren again. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Now they're looking to throw with Rodgers. He brings it in, and he drives this forward to the 6.
Number 17. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Rodgers from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Boswell able to knock it through. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Boswell on to send this away. LeJohntay Westert to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. Complete Derrick Henry. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back at beginning the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Out of the gun, Henry. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Walker going to motion over right. Designed run, Jackson keeping it. They'll cobble together a yard there. Hit applied by Keanu Benton.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Jackson now on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch a college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Now here's Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Rodgers to throw. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. So they're left with 4th down here.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Wow, and he somehow finds the ball amid the blizzard here to make the fair catch. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. It's Henry on the counter. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 3rd down.
Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Rodgers thrown again on 2nd. Completed to his running back. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Brought down by the only safety picked in the 1st round this year, and that's Malachi Starks.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Cameron Johnston on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Lamar off the play fake. This is Cox, that's Walker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now send their tight end right. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Trying to get outside with Henry. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right, just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented a big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
From the gun, Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
So 1st down from the 41. From the pistol, Henry. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D-tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Drop this one down for Henry. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Jackson keeping it himself. He dodged the tackle. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get their first point of this game just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Steelers 3.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Steelers getting to take the field one more time here in the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Rodgers. It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Ravens going with a dime package now. 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr., and that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to get up to speed through that snow to break off a gain of 5. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate.
I guess we could have just kept both teams out here. We're moving past halftime and getting right to the start of the second half. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Rico Dowdle. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the 3rd quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable to create space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They motion the tight end over. On 2nd down, Warren. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Now Rodgers on this 3rd and short. He's going for it himself. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Warren here from the gun. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Warren once more. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Trying the left side with Warren. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They'll go again with Warren. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Look like he picked up a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Now air it out on 3rd. Rodgers is hit. The ball is loose. The Ravens pick it up. That return doesn't get much, but it does get him across the midfield stripe.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Baltimore running its offense out now. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And the Snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, It actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
If it was one of those crisp, clear winter days, Brock, perhaps they would try the field goal, but with this snow coming down, they are going for it. Fourth down, trying for the sticks with an option. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's another Baltimore first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on first. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. And they just get the play off. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
A motion at tight end left. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for 2nd and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Running it after the penalty. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. A pickup of 4, that brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Here's Luke for the point after. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11.
Steelers 3.
set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Dowdle now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense headed out. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a two-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start the drive with Warren. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Counterplay here, Warren. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
3rd and just 2 to go. They'll run with Warren. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. That's Cox. He's got Washington. Still fighting forward. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 64 yards. That's good for the Steelers. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
1st and goal, Warren. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Rodgers has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Steelers will line up for the...
Right, they're going to throw for it. He has it! Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
14.
So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Gonna need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Ali to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And this defense is going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers, 3rd down. Looking to throw. He put everything he's got behind it. Ooh, the defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
Punt team on the field. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and a punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this 1st down. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Trying down the middle with Henry. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Steelers in the dime for this 3rd down. Back to throw it. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And the fair catch made here at the 15. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Warren. Escapes the defender. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. The time is there, but the timeouts are not. You've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Warren running between the tackles. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Galloping inside the 40. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Has him on the quick hitter, and he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
The 24-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. We'll look to throw it. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6, and it sets up 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Back to throw. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Now to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And they win it! They win it! It's a touchdown! No time left! In position for one last shot at it, Brock, and they come through in a moment that required absolute perfection. They were indeed perfect, and it wins them this game.
Yeah, my eyes certainly on that offense and the celebration, but I'm also looking at that defense, Kate, because that play is going to run through their mind over and over and over again tonight. Could not get the stop they needed. That one play to make them victors.
Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And it might take these fans some time to get out of here with this wintry weather, Brock. Snowplows definitely needed out there.